Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. From playing in Austria, Iran and Dubai to launching one of the UAE's most exciting new clubs. Today's guest is Sohail Varham, founder of Al Qabila Football Club. In just months, Al Qabila has locked in a FIFA license and even welcomed His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Sultan Bil Khalifa Al Nahyan as club president, no less. Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Thank you so much for coming. So let's go back to the early days. How did you know you had passion for sports and football?
Yeah, so I actually grew up in Vienna, Austria, which is a football-heavy country. So started playing with all my friends, and then that became a big passion. But then we had a big turning point. So my family immigrated to Canada. So we moved to Canada, and Middle Eastern parents, some of the people watching out there, you know how it is, like doctor, lawyer, engineer. So it was very academic heavy. But I just had such a big passion for football, so I started to play. And then step by step, I got myself into the lowest level of competitive soccer in Canada. And then over the next couple of years, just start to climb and climb and climb. And eventually it was that big goal of trying to sign a pro soccer contract in 365 days.
Okay. So can you, for people who don't know, could we do a little bit of like a career highlight moment for you that shaped your journey to date? Like, did you get that contract?
Yeah, so crazy story. 2021, January 1st, big day. I decided to pick up my phone just like this. I looked at my phone and I was like, I have 365 days to try and sign a pro football contract. So no one's really documented the journey online before and showed everything. My goal was to share everything, all the ups and downs, not only the highlights, because that's what most people share. And I think the rawness and the authenticity of it grew a lot of attachment to the actual journey. So I did it for 365 days, went to Austria, Spain, Germany, all over. Didn't achieve it the first year, but then went year 2, didn't give up. I did like a season 2. And then season 2, signed the pro contract, coming to Dubai. So that was a fantastic journey to take the audience on. And yeah, we made it happen.
What level were you at when you made that call? Like, were you kind of manifesting this into reality?
Yeah, so I've gone up and down the kind of semi-pro level, just touched like the lower end of professional. And then I knew I wanted to make it happen, and it would also put a lot of accountability on the journey, because if I put it out there and it's on social media, then I have to achieve it. And also there was a big why behind it. So I wanted to make a positive impact, and anybody watching the journey, I want to educate them with tools and resources for them to have a better career as well. So I was pretty close to making it happen, but I knew if I put that challenge out there, that accountability would be strong to actually making it happen.
Brave move.
So what made you decide to move to Dubai and establish it here in Dubai?
Yeah, Dubai is a crazy story. So actually, the first time I came to the UAE was for Abu Dhabi VidCon. So I was in Spain at the time, and I was playing semi-pro out there, and I was finishing my full-time studies. I was able to do it online because of COVID. And I came out here for an event to grow my network and connect. And then while I was in Abu Dhabi, I made a quick trip to Dubai. I had a football trial out here, and it went fantastic. It got cut short because of some family problems back in Canada, so I went to take care of that. And then I came back to Dubai on another trial. I got connected with a club out here, and then I took a big risk, one-way ticket, came to Dubai, arrived to the airport, and then I just started training with that team. And again, that was so many different ups and downs. But after a couple of months, I signed the pro contract with them, and then we had a fantastic season, and we got promoted.
Describe the football scene here.
So the football scene.
When you landed.
Yeah, when I landed, honestly, I had a great experience because, one, the facilities overall, beautiful here across the UAE. The people were very welcoming. So you have people from all different backgrounds. The football, still professional. Some people might think, okay, Europe is the hub, but then the Middle East is just starting to grow. But it was actually quite professional. You have quite some good coaches out here. So the club that I ended up signing for, the coach was a former Premier League player, so that's the highest league in the whole world. And it was good, it was competitive. Players out here, they're like going for it. They're intense, they're running, they go 110% with every single tackle. So it's getting more and more competitive now. And I see it now firsthand because we've got the club in the league, and every single day is a competition.
So the Qabila Football Club founded in 2023, which is still relatively new.
Yeah.
So what's the inspiration behind it?
So, yeah, another crazy story. So I documented my journey to signing a pro football contract, and then along that journey, so it was around 634 days on short format content, but I've been going at this for over 10 years. So I did some YouTube videos on my channel, and I shared everything. And I had a reflection point where I reflected, and I realized a lot of my football friends and former teammates, they had football, but then outside of football, they didn't have much else. They didn't learn skill sets to be set up in life. So I thought, what if we create a football club where we bring people the best football resources, training on the pitch, gym, but then also we set them up with skill sets outside of life as well. So building a personal brand, getting into education if they want to, teaching them about finances, how to save, how to invest, the importance of the mind, mental health, diet, nutrition, kind of that 360 approach. So then regardless of what happens on the football pitch, they're going to be winners. So that's the vision. That's the why behind the football club. And then my business partner, Dan, and myself, we decided to start that crazy challenge in October of 2023. And it was 365 days to try and build a pro football club.
And was successful.
It was successful, yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you.
Well, what a story. Like, how do you go from, and this is the inspiring stories of the UAE that we love to tell, is like you land in here, you have a vision, and within a short amount of time, you know, you've got a football club with His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Sultan Bil Khalifa Al Nahyan as president. Like, how'd you do it?
So Dubai is an amazing place. You come here, you have an idea, and what we did is we put it out there, and I think if you put it out there in Dubai, there's so many people who are willing to come and support you. So the idea I had was, with my own journey, I documented the story because I knew, one, it would hold me accountable, two, it would inspire and educate people, but three, it would also get people aware of what I'm actually doing. Right. And along the way, that grew my network, it got me trials, it got me opportunities. So with the football club, we knew this was a crazy challenge. So I thought, okay, same idea, let's document it. Same storyline, 365 days, building a pro football club from scratch. It's a cool story. It's like kind of the title of the movie, Can They Make It Happen?
The Netflix show is coming.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the idea was get the community involved in building it with us. So we got them to actually build everything. So we asked them, guys, what should the name of the club be? We got thousands of comments on social media, narrowed it down to like top 5, top 3, and then Al Qabila FC became the name. Then we asked them for the club colors, the kit, the logo. So they designed everything with us. And that grew a lot of hype and a lot of community. So people built a great attachment to the football club. And then that was the fun part. The first couple months it was fun, and then it got real. We're like, okay, we need funding, we need resources to make this happen. And it was a pleasure to meet Sheikh Ahmed at the UAE Super Cup. So I got invited out by TikTok. We met pitch side. He actually was tuning into my journey to pro before even documenting the journey of building the football club. And then obviously he saw the football club. He loves football. He's a big football guy. And that friendship then turned into a business relationship over time. And it's a great pleasure to have His Highness as club president. So we've done some pretty cool things. And step by step, we just documented everything, attracted all the right resources to make it happen. And the final big piece was to get the pro license from the UAE Football Association. So they saw what we did. They were super amazed. And after a lot of back and forth, we were able to make it happen.
Just felt like that's unbelievable. That is so cool. Like, guys, if you want something, put it out there. This is the proof, really.
Yeah. So what would you say is the biggest challenge you faced during the journey of establishing this club?
One of the biggest challenges was definitely going from it being an idea and building the brand online to then now everything comes alive in person. Because a lot of the clubs who end up getting pro licenses, they've been around for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. So they usually have academies. And they have an established model before they get the pro license because the FA also wants some proof. So with us, it was crazy. We didn't have anything a year ago. We're building a pro football club. And then within a couple of months, we went to the FA and they gave us the license. However, actually running a club is quite difficult. So once our preseason hit, we got the license. And then it was like 3 months after, it was, okay, it's go time. We need a training venue. The players are going to be arriving. We need to make salary payments. We need accommodation. We need equipment. We need a training plan. Everything needs to be sorted. So the whole idea to reality, that was quite a big challenge. So we had to pivot a lot and adjust a lot. But I think that is the story of any entrepreneur and business owner. You have an idea, and then I think Mike Tyson has the quote, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So we got punched in the face in preseason, and we had to adapt and evolve. But we went through it, and now we're in our first ever year as a pro football club. We've got 1 month left in the season, so May is our final year, and we're currently on track to getting promoted. So a lot of challenges, but we're working our way through it, and hopefully this first year we can get promoted.
Best of luck in this last month.
Thank you.
Like the pros, where are they coming from? How are you paying their salaries? Like how does that work?
Yeah, so most of them, because we're a UAE third division club and our platform is to give an opportunity to up and coming talent, we recruited from all over the world. So it was all about building a community club. So we want diversity. So we got a couple of players from the UK who haven't quite made it to that top professional level. So they come here to have a platform to hopefully use it as somewhat of a second chance to make it to the high level.
Right.
Then we've got some great players, some raw, talented players from different countries in Africa, and these guys are so hardworking and their work ethic is next level. Then we've got a couple Europeans, we've got someone from North America, so it's quite a diverse team. Recently, we signed Papi Cisse, which was incredible because he played in the Premier League. He scored that crazy goal against Chelsea. The football fanatics are going to remember that one. And his experience is unmatched. So bringing him to the team, he's now scored a lot of goals for us in the last couple of weeks, and it's great having that level of experience. But overall, the team is a young team, players who want to go to the next level, and most of our recruitment was done that way. So it was taking that into account.
What a wild story.
Do you scout yourself, or do people register and apply themselves?
So we've gotten over 20,000 people, like players all around the world. They've reached out to us. It's actually been crazy ever since we started preseason, even before preseason. DMs, emails, WhatsApp messages. They send their highlight video, CV, everything. So it's been very challenging to filter all of that. But most of the scouting and the recruitment has been done via our coach, our sporting director, and then also part of the ownership. So we have discussions and then we decide who to bring on. But we're also very open to, because we're a community-based club, so some people, they message us, some people, they upload their highlights, and we have a look at them as well. So a couple of our players coming into preseason actually came from a world tour that we did, and the idea was to go to different countries. So we went to Germany, Canada, we went to Spain, we went to the UK, all over. We hosted events, and then from those events, we got a couple players to come to Dubai in August in our preseason. And one of them actually ended up signing with us. So combination of different things, but it was a lot of using our network of scouting.
They saw the vision behind it as well.
Yeah.
Interesting that you went around the world looking, but I imagine getting like 20,000 applicants. Is there a secret sauce you're looking for when you get this application? Because how can you filter, like there's video editing, you know what I mean? Like I want a ticket to Dubai to play football. I could do something pretty cool, I think, in football if you give me an hour and a camera. So what is the secret sauce that you're looking for in a player that you think fits the bill for your team?
So the secret sauce is they need to be a great player who makes an impact, and that depends on their position. So for example, if they're a winger, they need to be fantastic at 1v1s. They need to be great at putting balls into the box. They need to be great at scoring goals. So it depends on that position, but at the end of the day, it's all about making an impact. So if you're a striker, are you going to score goals? Because that's what we need. If you're a defender, are you keeping clean sheets? Are you a great leader? Are you great at tackling? And in terms of profile, so most of our team is young, so we are looking for players between 18 to 23. We're open to older players as well, but anybody young and upcoming, that's interesting to us, and we'd love to give them a platform to come and shine. But definitely, you have to be a player that can make an impact, and then that's also what the top of the top clubs in the world look at. They want players who can score goals, they want players who can make a difference, so that's what we look at.
You're going to be launching a youth academy soon, that's right? So what kind of players are you hoping to build here?
So yes, we're going to do something for the youth very soon. That's going to be finalized. But in terms of what we're looking to do for players here is we want to do something unique where we provide them with a platform where they get that multi-dimensional development that we talked about. And the vision is quite unique and special. The execution, it takes time to get there. So we want to make sure we do it right. But we want to give them two things. One, a football platform that teaches them the best possible skills of what it would take to play at the highest level if they then decide to make a jump to either Europe or they want to go to D1 school, get a scholarship. We want to teach them those resources, but then also set them up with that multidimensional approach. So not only football, but then also the importance of the mind and diet and recovery and everything around it. So that's going to be our focus. And we also want to make the impact here in the UAE, where hopefully we can send one player who had their football career here off to some of the top leagues across the
Right.
world, whether that the Premier League, the Bundesliga, La Liga. We'll see. It's a challenging and ambitious goal, but I think Dubai and the UAE has such great talent, and we're excited to be part of developing that.
Is that the big long-term goal of the club, to facilitate, say, the Premier League? Or what do you envision?
Yeah.
Like, what is your 10, 20-year manifestation for Al Qabila?
So that's part of the plan, sending one player to top league. That would be incredible. Then also for the actual club, we want to work up all the way to the top league. So getting into the ADNOC Pro League and competing with some of the top clubs out there. I would say the dream goal is to compete in the Asian Champions League. Right. So that means we got to get in the top tier, be one of the best teams in the top tier, and then we'll compete in the Asian Champions League. And other than like the football goal, I would say the impact goal is through content, through community building. We want to create a new wave of what it means to be an athlete. So not just be the athlete that's just focused on your sport, but also be the athlete who takes care and learns skill sets in other areas of life. So they're going to be fully developed. So I would say that's our vision. And also we want to become the most followed club here in the UAE. So currently...
Well on the way, right?
Yeah, I think Al Ain is currently in first. They've been around for such a great time. Fantastic club. But if you count our Instagram and TikTok following, we're currently in the top 3 in the UAE.
That's unbelievable.
Being such a new club. So we're pushing.
Yeah, especially because football is such a fanatical sport online. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
What a cool story. So amazing. So congratulations to you and the team for the hard work that's gone into getting to this place. But before you leave us, we want to play a quick game. It's a rapid fire question game.
Let's go.
Let's kick it
Ready.
off.
Okay, first question. Biggest football idol growing up?
Ronaldo.
Oh.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo, I have to pick.
Okay, one word to describe Al Qabila Football Club.
Determination.
Coffee or crack before a big game day?
Coffee.
Okay, toughest opponent you've ever faced?
Ooh, that's a good one. I faced against Roman Wallner when I played in Austria. He played in the German Bundesliga, so that was a pretty good player to face.
First ever signing for Al Qabila that you're most proud of?
Ooh, well, I have to give recognition to our first ever signing, which was Jack Hodnett. I would say a historic signing, Papi Cissé, definitely with where he came from, and he's made a positive contribution now in the last couple of weeks. But credit to all of our players. We have fantastic players all around the team.
Okay, so pre-match ritual or superstition?
Pre-match ritual. I love doing the mindset stuff. So putting the AirPods in, a little bit of meditation, visualization, a little bit of movement. I'll do like the breath work just to get ready for the game. So those are my things.
Dream player you would love to sign someday?
Dream player, just for fun, I have to throw out Ronaldo. Obviously, he's at the end of his career. But I would say dream player would probably be signing one of the up-and-coming talents in the football world. And I think the way to make that happen is we got to get to the first league, and they probably need to be somewhere later on in their career, and then hopefully we could bring them on.
Cool.
Most memorable football moment?
Most memorable football moment, I would say, has been 2 things come to mind. One, playing in the OFB Cup in Austria. That's the massive cup similar to FA Cup in England. And then the second one is getting the promotion here in Dubai. Not with Al Qabila, because hopefully we make that happen in the next couple of weeks, but with the first club I was out here with.
Okay, and then last one. If you weren't in football, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't in football, I would probably be a doctor, because my mom is amazing and she's a doctor, and I was on track to becoming a doctor. I studied biomedical sciences, and I love sciences, but sports just took me. So sports and social media took me. But I would say, I'd probably become a doctor.
You have sold us on the Al Qabila journey. How can we watch every second of the next couple of matches to get you guys into the second division?
So the best way to stay tuned with the games and watching the highlights and everything is at Al Qabila FC on our social media. We have 5 games left. The month of May, that's it. And if we finish in the top 4 spots out of 18 teams, we get promoted. We're currently just in 4th. So it's a very exciting next couple of weeks. So make sure you guys stay tuned. It's going to be very exciting to see if we can make it happen, because nobody's ever built a pro football club in only 365 days. And if we can actually get promoted in our first ever year, that would be incredible. So Al Qabila FC, in English it means the tribe. It's all about the community. It's about you guys. So if you're looking to support a football club, we are welcoming you. Come out to our games, support us, and we're excited to create history together.
Amazing, propelled by energy and impact. By the way, is this merch? Can we get our hands on this merch? Is this possible?
So that's our official home kit. So everybody can get their home kit if they go on our website, alqabilafc.com.
Epic.
That's my business partner, Dan, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed in the middle, and that was on day 365 when we successfully accomplished the goal of building the pro football club.
Sohail Farham, thank you so much for your time today. What a cool journey. We cannot wait to see where you guys go.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks, Asa.
Thank you, Casey.
That brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show. It's Tuesday morning, which means we'll be back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.